Gamers, we are back. Been interesting starts, man. The one thing I know for sure, we're going to be taking a small enchanted item and 2 gold. I can tell you that with confidence. Because all the kits, they're always the same now, right? 12 gold, 3 income. Enchanted item, 2 gold or gold 2. I think they could all be good, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, this is just the most interesting. Poison catfish. Deadly grappling hook. I do think golden ambergris could do something, but you getting double the effect out of the poison is very interesting to me. I don't think we're going to aim for a double barrel, man. I think we're going to hopefully get like a jellyfish. It's not, sorry, I just had a big burp there, but it's not the worst thing in the world to get a weapon that maybe will allow us to do some extra damage here. And a catalyst would go, which is not a catalyst, it's called an extract. My mistake, my mistake. It would go crazy, man. Because it's not, wow! It's not even 1 poison. Get this. It would be 2. I didn't even know you had that, to be honest, and I was just looking at your board. Actually, a cloak would still go crazy on you. It's a little bit less of like a slam dunk than our last run, though. It's 4 gold to roll, which is a little spicy. I do think that the regen might matter. We did get a cloak. That's kind of crazy. And you add sell value. I just can't imagine. I guess like it's kind of for ambergris, but it would be like grab ya, reach out and grab ya, place ya. I would like to lower your cooldown 3%, dude. We can do better than that. Nah. So I was thinking about like you need to be upgraded at a B1 and B2. You need to be upgraded like. I will say 1 second of haste. The question is, I don't know. This may actually matter at some point, but not for the shoe blade, I think. I don't know whether you haste the weapon or haste the poison at this point. That's huge. Well, truth be told, I think the shoe blade might do more damage. But this is kind of more what we're looking for, like, long term. This has the makings of an aquatic build, man. We also don't necessarily need the cloak long term, but I'm happy we have it right now. We're going to be putting a lot of poison on you. The poison is going to be on your forehead mighty quick. Their build, I don't mean this to be rude, their build does nothing. Our build doesn't do much, but it does. Whoa, I'm getting a little scared here, actually. No, we're chill, okay. I would say day 2 and day 3, we need seaweed pearl, shell. Something like, any 2 of those 3 would be really, really helpful. Other stuff like beach ball, stuff that can show up this early at least would be nice as well. I mean, it is tempting to go for another curio. The only thing is, like, we won't have much money. So I think we just gotta take, maybe, I'll take XP. Income's always tempting too, but... Poison skills, maybe? Poison skills. Your poison items have 2 poison. Your rightmost poison is +3. I think we gotta embrace that. We'll get more aquatics. We embrace that because it actually becomes +6. You sell small and mediums, which is exactly the type of stuff I'm looking for. Like something like that. A reroll is quite expensive, but we would still have 4 gold remaining if we sold everything and just bought coral. Not getting great value for the whatever the item is called, the junk that we sold that buffs weapons. But and I see that you could be in a better spot, but because we could get more haste on the jellyfish, but it's not really about getting more haste on the jellyfish. I have to look at the crab. I always have to look at the crab. He must have been out of the game for a bit. Crab. Coconut crusher claw seashell. Honestly, I think we could probably take anybody. And it would be nice. Oh, you're not even who I'm thinking of. I was like, it'd be nice to get the cloak upgrade, but the idea that we could get a silver seashell would really, pardon me, really tie the run together for what we got going on right now. What do you do again? Shield equal to 20% of your max health. Not nothing. Coconut's not nothing. This early, at least. Maybe another poison skill? Or upgrade a bronze. I do think, actually, it's probably this. And I could wait for a dupe, but I think it's pretty unlikely. This could give us a dupe, technically. Oh, that was, like, horrendous. I think you go cloak. Like, I think cloak is more important early. And because of the double haste duration. And then catfish comes after that. Because it's more important to have it go off more often right now than scale faster. We want them both early. Because it's not a permanent scale from the Shadow Cloak. It's only for that fight. I think the double haste so that it goes off more often also makes it scale better. So we take those is what I'm trying to say, I suppose. The succulence is doing work, man. I can't deny that, but I don't think it's doing enough. I don't know what you want me to say. I've had some whiffs, but the man knows how to pick enchanted items and then try to structure a build around it. Every single build does run through the Shadow Cloak, but still. We want a bronze tier aquatic item? Okay, this sucks, but not that. That's not the one I want, but sure. Sure, I'm not upset. Small shield item, pearl or shell? Pearl, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Breathtaking. Magnificent.
You've just taken the first step.
Well, would you look at that? Another one. Another one. I would roll. Because we don't really need you. I do think you're better than Clamora, though. I don't really want to buy an aquatic and buff coral. Long term, we don't want that. We want like a seaweed out there. We should be able to take Scout Trooper, I think. I don't think there's really anything we're looking for. We have way more shield now, which should do a good job of keeping us alive. What we really want to see is like a level up upgrade catfish so that it gets 2 poison instead of 1 every time it gets hasted, which is actually 4 poison instead of 2. And then seaweed instead of coral would also be nice. And then like poison skills they could show up pretty early, right? Like if we could poison or get freeze every time we poison or something. But not every time, that would be madness. You know what I'm saying. I'm going in, man. I've made it. Well, I'm not upset by it, I guess.
Another empty chest.
So we kind of laid out the groundwork of where we're going on this one. That will make it scale faster. I do want items, but I also really want skills. Wow, that's kind of crazy. I guess we might as well put Shark Claws out there. Okay. A 2-0 Vanessa. We are weak to burst. We have like bad healing and only decent shielding.
You should know. I'm a bit of a legend.
But I do think we got a pretty good setup. What are you? Poison seaweed. So it's going to be scaling poison. I also have scaling poison. Theirs comes with a little excess heal, though. I think we're fine, man. I mean, like, they're going to be healing a lot, don't get me wrong, but the amount of poison we put on their forehead in, like, 20 seconds is kind of crazy.
More plunder.
130 poison. Holy. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think this is where you go in, man. Double up on that. Now, we don't really have much we can buy. Your items have plus 8% crit chance. That costs us 10. I'm not. I would love to. If it cost us 8, I would go for it. But I can't. There's too much here that we'd have to sell to make it work. I don't think it's worth it. I think I'd just try for XP maxing. This guy does a lot of damage real quick though, so you gotta find a way to get through that. I'm starting to think that that's not gonna happen. Hold, please. Hold, please. Yes, more shield is good. I do appreciate the shield. We melted him! Oh, that's huge, man. Sure. Something to sell was probably the best outcome there. More poison. More poison. I mean, falling below half health and hasting is extra poison, but I feel like we could do a lot better. We didn't. We didn't at all. I'm going to take max ammo. Maybe we'll take potions. I just can't feel comfortable taking nothing there. Maybe some upgrades. Decent. Non-weapon item. I do think, even though you're not aquatic, I do think there's something to that. Like, this barrel could pop off. We really need you to become seaweed, though. Like, or maybe just get it right here. Wow. Free Silver Cove is kind of nice. I'm feeling great, though. Like, it's a different run than our last run. I mean, our gun turned into a fish, I guess. They're a bursting... Well, maybe not a bursting build. A scaling haste build, but it doesn't have haste. I don't see any way that their run could possibly defeat ours. No, never mind. They do get haste from the jellyfish. I see a way their run could possibly defeat ours. But I do think it's not going to happen, obviously. Not to be overly cocky, but they got nothing. I'm in their walls. I'm feasting with the beast instead of eating shrimp with the wimps. And may I say, lots of room for optimization on the board as well. I'd say, whoa. Whoops. I'd say it's pretty important to get an upgraded... Well, you know what? It's actually probably more important to upgrade the seashell and save the opportunity for the pearl to possibly double it if we get a silver upgrade hammer. And that's how you know I'm on a different level of thinking than I used to be. Because I would never even think about that stuff previously. You just got a new portrait, right? You're the same guy? No, I don't think I've ever seen you before. First 5 times your enemy uses a weapon, charge an item 1 second. I've used your skill. I don't think I've ever seen you before, though. I guess we should have barrel next to... Pearl next to jellyfish. Even if it makes a loser ray worse. We don't care about a loser ray at all. We don't care about a bee at all, to be clear, but... You bee! You ever see that one? Maybe we should have gone silver tier item. Our board is not, like, totally set. Okay. Silver tier item.
Delightful to see you, darling.
I really don't want to spend that much money on port as, like, a lark. Pufferfish makes a lot of sense. You haste charge this too. We're definitely buying it. I think you can go. But actually, I don't think you go yet. I think Barrel can simmer. Barrel can wait. We'll figure out what we're doing with you. And now, it's tough because you go off like 3 times in 8 seconds. You probably don't go off 3 times in 8 seconds. So maybe we're better off keeping you here for now for the triple cast, but... It's interesting. I think I could be persuaded to take a look at some mediums. I know this seems insane, but I do think we should buy the upgrade while we're here. Because at some point you're going to go, and then maybe you might go, and then we'll actually end up putting Barrel out there. Is that time... Wait, 1 second. That time might be right now. You should... okay, this is the play. Jellyfish is the haste engine that powers pufferfish. So, we put it adjacent to the 2 charge items. And then we put barrel adjacent to another charge item which will go off fast, thus buffing it. And the seashell, it just does good work for us. Although we're maybe a little shield forward on this run. That being said, we lose to poison, but what's our defense against poison? We poison faster. It's hard to imagine our enemies poisoning us faster than we poison them right now. Well, they could also just poison us and then heal. There is that. But if we apply it fast enough, it should be chill, man. Wait, I think I'm dying. Yes, I know I'm dying. Okay, we clearly need a form of... We need a form of healing. Coral wouldn't have... Well, it's hard to say. I don't think that bronze coral was making the difference in that one. I really just said our defense is we win the mirror match and then lost the mirror match, but... It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's impossible to not take the free XP. And I've never evaluated your items on a build like this, I think. Maybe you got something... No, obviously you don't. I was gonna say maybe you have something that hits the spot. I mean, wanted poster in the inventory can do something, yeah. I don't think a flashbang really fits on our board. It would be nice to start with ambush. There's nothing wrong with that. How about the monster skill that gives you like regen equal to half the poison on your enemy? That would be the sort of thing that would alleviate our lack of healing. Or it could be just like a gold revolver, but I'm not really upset. I mean, to be honest... 3 seconds of haste means you stay perma-hasted, which gives you way more charges, which I do want to upgrade you as well, but that's pride. That's pride messing with you. Zookeeper has a friend-based skill. When you use a friend, poison 1. Maybe not like a huge difference, but it's something. Also, just getting like trained spider would be fine. I'm trying not to lose confidence just because we lost the mirror match last time. Because I still feel like most finesses we run up on are running burst. And I think we have a chance against burst because of our shielding. Although obviously I would love it if maybe this was not 10 shield. Just doesn't seem like you're ever going to fit, honestly. Okay. Dig site is always an interesting option.
Scratch the surface of the outlands.
That's a whiff. Your shield items gain 10 shield. That's it. Very interesting. I don't think these fit for what we're going for. There's double value gain. I'm going in a little deeper. When you sell it, dude, honestly, maybe you take lemonade stand.
The Cretaceous era?
And maybe you give me a shield item. That's not the one I'm looking for, but... So what's the point of lemonade stand? It's just like if I buy gumballs, it gives us max HP, I guess.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
It makes this more fun.
Also, we don't have to reroll. Also, it's a pig item, which makes me feel like I'm like getting away with something. Shielded brass knuckles. Okay, they have a lot of shield and a pretty high amount of heal. As long as we can keep the burn coming, or sorry, the shield coming to defend against the burn, I feel like the poison just wins out in the end. But we need the shield to be showing up faster. Like, this is why barrel scaling is important. I know that they're healing for a lot, okay? But the poison, it might get there in the end. Just hold them and keep them at bay, man. We take those. We take. It wasn't even that scary. I just freaked out for no reason. For a second, I thought I was going back to the wimp table to have some shrimp, but instead, we persevere. I do feel like it's kind of like this combo sort of falling off a little bit. I hope that's not the case, but we're gonna do our best to keep moving it forward. Your poison at now? 26? I mean, starting with 26 poison is pretty huge. That's nice. You get more charge now, right? I think you get more charge. The seaweed is all that matters. I do like your scaling, but it's really hard to get rid of you. It's really hard to get rid of you because of the charge. The charge is so valuable. I think I'd pull you for now and hope to put another aquatic out here. It's got to be poison skills. Haste 2 poison items for 2 seconds. I mean, the extra 6 poison is crazy, don't get me wrong. Starting with haste buffs you and charges you. You think you... You think you beat Radiant Corsair? I think I have to, because Thug is like such a nice consolation prize. I'm going to be a coward about it. Oh my god, it hasted the jellyfish. That's not good. It's not going to matter, but that's not what we want to see. Seaweed, please. Nah, we got you. Just look at the numbers, Mason. It's a tough call. Obviously, we want the skill here. That's not what I'm talking about. It's just a tough call. Not that skill. As to whether we run the barrel, because the barrel is obviously better. Wow. The barrel is obviously better on a longer fight. Probably. You're gonna hate this, man. Seven, 8. You want to see yellow gumballs, probably. 9, 10. That was 10 gold for 100 HP and 10 gold and whatever we got out of the gumballs themselves. I thought your name was NoFap. I'm gonna take a chance on something. Six, 7. That's fine. I can live with that. So we took away the charger, which is going to make haste go slower, but it gives us way more shield at the start of the fight. And also some shield at the end. It's a strong flagship that I'm looking at the skills and praying does not scale. I need your help, Seaweed. I need your help, Barrel. Nah, they're too fast. That was the right change for this opponent, by the way. They're just really fast. Okay, so we're running into problems. I hate to say it, but part of the problem is Shadow Cloak. But it's like solving a Rubik's Cube. Like, to figure out how to excise Shadow Cloak from the build without royally screwing up our haste, which is very important, is tough. Because we don't have any other haster except Jellyfish. I almost think, like, we just put you in the bag. Because there's going to be something to do with yous. And you're still good. We are running out of backpack space. And we don't really want to sell anything. Although Bronze Pearl you could probably sell to hopefully find a higher tier of Pearl at this point. Like, we have a build that's very, very similar. Except it's gold shell.
If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it.
Pretty bad. That's basically why we did this. So we'll definitely buy Diamond Pearl. I think at this point... It's tough, man. Because, like, you're pretty good, too. Although, I guess 20%... I think you can just run it like this. But then would you rather just pull it? No, because we need the shield. Or do we? I don't know! I don't know, man. What we need is like a turtle shell. But what we need is a haster so that we can get rid of this. Like a gold beach ball or something. Did you give me ammo? Okay. I'm gonna try to fight the dragon. Like, even though we've lost a couple, I think our build is pretty strong. Now, does the dragon have anything for us? Yeah, bro, they have XP. It's a straw that stirs the camel's drink. So we are gonna get burned a lot. That's a lot. I'm gonna need seaweed to really pick up the pace. One day I'll learn, man. One day I'll learn.
That was fairly seaworthy.
You can beat the dragon. It's not a lich situation. You just need to have... Maybe you need to attack a little bit faster. I don't even know what we should be, like, improving here. Because, like, catfish is already going off pretty quick. It might actually just be seaweed, man.
Yataria?
Silver seaweed, maybe? I don't know.
Start.
Cool. Ammo, property, friend. Healing flagship is... It would sell for a lot, but I think I'm fishing for something a little bit more transformative. When you poison, gain 4 regen. I really have a hard time believing this is good. But I'm taking some chances, okay? I'm taking some chances.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelagia.
It doesn't have to keep us alive. It just has to keep us alive long enough for seaweed to pop. Okay, they're a burster, I'm guessing. Golden turbo double barrel with no means of reloading. Well, we held really strong, actually, but I think I wouldn't look too much into it. I think it's possible that the build that they have just sucks really bad. Not to be, like, super rude, but, like, I don't think... We were on pace to die. But now, to be honest with you, there's a part of me, and I know I keep changing the rules here, there's a part of me that looks at this now and says, well, you know what? First, I'm going to level with you. I don't think you're ever going to make it out. If we're going to rely on regen for healing, we don't need silver seaweed. Like, it's too slow. So you could cut silver seaweed and run seashell instead. And then just hope your regen helps you win the mirror match if you go up against poison. Now, cooldown's always king, but... Brother... Plus 24 shield on a diamond pearl is crazy. That's high value. Curio's genuinely not bad, but I'm fishing for something a little bit more transformative, I guess. Yeah, like a heavy narwhal. I mean, heavy dock lines could be pretty gross. Heavy lighter could be pretty gross, but I think I just wanted to see what she had in stock. I don't think I actually ever intended to buy anything now that I think about it. We're about to get an enchantment. I guess you always want to enchant pearl or pufferfish. Like an obsidian pufferfish could go crazy. Or an obsidian, well, nothing else really scales, but that's fine. It would be perfect, by the way. When you heal, charge a shield item 1 second would go crazy and give me a great... Well, we don't heal that much now that I think about it. Never mind. But it would be really funny to get silver seaweed here and then have to reconsider whether seaweed actually fits into our board again. I want my board. Iron Man 2, Mickey Rourke. Yep, okay. You knew that was coming. I don't think we change it yet, but chance an item with poison. You would probably poison for 10% of your shield, or poison equal to your shield? Poison equal to 10%. I guess 64 poison once a second would be pretty bad. How about, let's look at Ouroboros, man. Double poison. +1 multicast. I'm going to be honest, the enchantments look horrendous. I mean, you could obviously double the poison on pufferfish, but I don't think that's really what we're looking for. I think we're looking for something kind of crazier. I think we're looking for like a freeze or a haste or a slow on something that goes off often. Double shield on the pearl is actually, that strikes me as pretty amazing too. It also strikes me as a great opportunity to dump the seashell and put the seaweed out there. I think you're gone. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. And then gumballs, I'm buying basically because of Lemonade Stand. I'll just own that, okay? Every yellow gumball we get is very nice as well, but that's the main reason. I guess chocolate bars kind of fit the same idea. You know, having slightly more HP than an equivalent level Vanessa can make a difference, man. I don't know how much we've gotten out of that, but the Gameler! I love that for you and by extension for me. Turbo submarine with no lifesteal. Iceberg is going to be annoying, that's for sure. Anyone that's trying to make freeze work has my sympathy. Because I just like, as Vanessa, it just seems really hard. Iceberg can be really good, to be fair. Especially, I'm gonna lose. After all that. Oh my god, I'm on 0 prestige already. Holy cow. Okay, what do you got for me? How about a turbo enchantment? Thank you for that. And it really should be... Well, you know what? I'm like... Shadow Cloak, I'm assuming it gets double haste. Yeah, not necessarily... Like double haste duration. In that case, we really want to go... Turbo on the pufferfish.
This is why
I think.
wear red.
Because it gets charged up a lot. And if the more haste that goes to the catfish, probably the better. Or seaweed, for that matter. And now I'm like, well, maybe you freaking suck, man. And maybe we gotta get seashell out there. I don't know, okay? I don't have a good answer for you. I mean, I'd be content getting to 7. Let's give it a try. I just clicked on it because it's got a new icon, really. Haste and charge. Gotta get me some haste and charge. Haste 3 poison items for 2 seconds. Okay. Now, it would be nice if I didn't have 4 poison items, but that's pretty much my own fault. Honestly, that alone is enough to get me to do this. Yeah, I don't think we need you out there. So maybe if we're... Realistically, we're probably just looking for a small item to put on our board. Like an energy potion maybe could hit the spot. It would even have 2... bullets because of the other skill that we have. It's kind of crazy to be on day 10 with 3 skills, but I'm the guy making the decisions, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I think it's kind of bearish that it took us so long to kill Hulking Experiment. That's exactly what we wanted, man. That's a lot of haste that's going to be coming in. I think you should give me more max health. Let's take a peek, man. Kind of regret it in hindsight. Could have used the extra 200 HP, but let's see. They're on 6, I'm on 6. I'm on lethal, they're not. That's a bad sign, but I do think our build is not... It doesn't just roll over and die. Submarine. Submarine with a pufferfish. You've frozen my pearl. But here comes a huge haste. And another huge haste. How is it possible that, like, they put more poison on me than I put on them? I'm the poisoner. Where the vampires live. Okay, we're gonna win. But it was...
You should put it toward
I'm a little flabbergasted at the pace of your poison. Like, your catfish out-poisoned ours, because this is not good enough, man. It could be replaced with a captain's wheel. A captain's wheel at this point mogs it. That's good to know. We have 29 gold. Nothing really burning a hole in our inventory. We should look for smalls. Just let's see if there's something that appeals to you. That's obviously a no. Sure, man, it costs 4 gold. I don't think it's worth a whole lot, but it does get hasted longer, I suppose. Sorry to the curio enjoyers out there, but I can't think of what they'd have that I'd want. Gold captain's wheel, please. Flagship is at least a lot of money. I think we don't want to eat shrimp with the wimps. I think we want to fish for potions again. When you use a tool, reload an adjacent item. Captain's wheel could be a tool, man, if we were lucky enough to get it. I'm trying to think of what else we'd even want. Refractor? We do poison a lot. Poison one for each unique type. Wow, maybe a weather glass. No, because we only have poison. I don't know what we want, to be honest with you. It's not that, though. We definitely do want... Like, we want to enchant something with haste, but what, man? It won't be haste potion, because we want to get more haste so that it gets pufferfish going faster. I guess you would just put it on your fastest weapon that you expect, or your fastest item you expect to stick around, which would be this. It's probably just 1 second, but it's not nothing. And medium items, Captain's Wheel.
What can I get?
Captain's Wheel. Okay, no Captain's Wheel. If I may say something, is it crazy to just put out a turtle shell and pull the shadow cloak? Yes. Yes, it is. And I'll tell you why. We have enough shield, we need more healing. And the turtle shell doesn't give us any healing.
I may be young
So
Captain, but I've seen my
there's a
shares.
case to be made for it, but it probably doesn't improve our win rate against matchups. What improves our win rate is a better haster than Shadow Cloak. Something that spreads the love around a little bit. Yeah, you've slowed my whole board down forever. I want my board, though. I want my board, and you're taking my board away from me? Oh, that was nasty. What the heck was that? Oh, your torpedo got strong. Okay. I'll settle for 7. I think that if I could go back in time, I would say fish for a better haster. Like a water wheel and cut an item, replace the cloak. I probably got a little too obsessed with the cloak, to be honest, but still a decent run for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time. Later!